I'm sure there's already a ton of people that got like because there's like a free 1 week trial, and I'm sure there's tons of people that like didn't go on and buy it because it was so glitchy and so much lag time with everything.
They should have maybe waited a little bit for that 1 week trial.
Well, it's not like, I mean, it's 1 week from when you sign up for it. It's not like 1 week.
Only the first week.
From when they launch it, yeah. It's like when you first sign up, you get a week free, and then you can figure out.
My only beef with it was that I expected them to give you all of the Raws and SmackDowns and Nitros from now until forever.
Yeah, I was hoping
right
for
away.
that too.
But I guess they're going to just do it piecemeal the way they've been doing it with the old school Raws.
I guess. I mean, I don't know how much like storage space they have for all that, because that's a lot of
They
data.
are a $1 billion corporation. They can afford.
Yeah, but how many movies does like
storage
Netflix
space.
have? You know, like thousands?
Yeah.
That's, I mean, every Raw and SmackDown and
It's
fucking
like 3 to
everything
4
is like tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of episodes of television.
That's true, but they have the resources
And they're already
and
having
the power.
streaming problems, so you know.
They're
And maybe, I mean, it kind of makes more sense. But I would like to see more Raws. Like, they're doing the thing with, you know, replaying them all from the beginning. I'd love to see them do, like, start, like, at the beginning of, like, 1998 or something like that. Or 1997 even, and just, like, the beginning of the Attitude Era or whatever, and just go from there. So they have like two of them going at the same time, two like storyline things going at the same time. What they do have that I started watching last night, and I can't decide if it's worse or not than the '93 Raws. I was watching some of the Raws starting from the beginning of 2012. Oh my god. I'm so glad that I was not watching wrestling at this time. It's horrible. It's so bad. R-Truth and The Miz are like main eventers, and Little Jimmy and like fucking Kane and Cena are having a feud, and Zack Ryder's part of it, and like, oh my god.
And these are the golden times that Frank thinks are genius.
Right? Is that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the era that Frank thinks is like the golden age of wrestling.
The golden age, oh my god, yeah. Frank.
So
But yeah, like, oh my god, they were doing this thing. They were doing this thing where, like, throughout the whole episode, Kane is basically, like, stalking Zack Ryder, because Zack Ryder is John Cena's friend and shit. So,
that gets you in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Don't be friends with the top
I guess that's
guy
why
in the corporation.
Frank thinks that Zack Ryder was, like, awesome once upon a time, because he was John Cena's
His friend. Yeah.
So
And
that makes you awesome.
Frank is the biggest John Cena fan
He's a huge,
in Florida.
Huge Cena mark. But yeah, so Cena and Kane are doing this thing where Kane is like trying to get Cena to embrace the hate, because hate is like, human beings naturally are hateful.
Hate is the force.
And because Cena, of course, is all about rise above hate. So he's like, no, don't rise above hate. Embrace the hate. So
bathe in hate.
So yeah, so his
put hate on your hot dogs and eat the hate.
Put it on your pancakes. So he attacks. Oh, what is it? He So yeah, he's like stalking Zack Ryder the whole night, and eventually, and Eve is like friends, but like and Zack Ryder wants her, obviously, but they're like quote unquote friends. So at one point, Eve later in the night comes out for a match, and she's waiting for whoever her opponent is, and all of a sudden Kane's music hits. And she's like, oh my god, she doesn't know what to do. She went to like leave the ring or stay in the ring or whatever the fuck. So eventually she leaves the ring, and then Zack Ryder comes out and like rescues her and like leads her. They're like running backstage, and they run out back in the back of the arena and like get in a car, but the car's tire is slashed. So what does Zack Ryder do? with this.
He changes the tire?
He changes the tire!
Even though he's in a hurry.
He changes the tire and Eva's just sitting in the car like, what are you, oh my god, hurry up, oh my god! And eventually, obviously, Kane comes and beats their asses. No, he doesn't. Eve just sits there and Kane totally ignores her. And Cena is having a match with Ziggler. And in the middle of the match on the Titantron, he sees Kane assaulting Zack Ryder. So, in the middle of having like a sleeper hold on him, he just throws Ziggler off of him and runs back
to go Superman.
Forgetting about the whole match. And so, all that culminates with, apparently they decided that Kane should have this new move where he just gloves your face. Basically, he just cups his gloved hand over somebody's mouth, I guess, to stop them from breathing.
The suffocation!
Yeah, exactly. Even though you can breathe through
your
your
nose. Hey kids, don't
also.
try this at home!
Yeah, right?
Suffocate your friends!
But it's like the weakest shit. He just comes out and he just gloves him to death. So, and he choke slams Zack Ryder off of like those ledges that they have for trucks, and they have like pallets at the bottom. He just choke slams him onto one of those things, and then Cena shows up and he gloves him to death. And that's it. That's the end of the. Everyone forgets
Cena
about
dies.
Everyone forgets about Eve sitting in the car, including Kane. And just that's how the episode ends.
And that's how this episode ends.
Oh my god! And there's another.
No. This has been Fake Fighting Frenzy.
That's it. That's all. No, I want to talk about the R-Truth being racist.
You gotta keep it short and sweet. Save it for the next one.
All right, let's do it.